In this video, I want to talk about how to become more valuable as a man. As men, we don't naturally have value. And when I say that, you might be like, well, yes, we do. Well, what I mean is we don't have natural value to the marketplace, right? And based on how society is going, if you don't bring value to the marketplace, and when I say bring value, I mean something tangible to the market that people can see, your results in pretty much every area of your life is going to be a result of you not having any value. And so what I mean by creating value is being an asset to people, because that's the only way that you become valuable, is by being an asset. And if you're not an asset to people, you are not valuable. So the question then becomes, okay, well, how do I become an asset? For example, right now I'm endeavoring on party and events promotion, and I'm just starting out in the game. But just because I'm starting out in the game doesn't mean that I can't be an asset to people. What I mean by that is, you have people who are already currently promoting their events, promoting their parties, promoting shit that they want people to come out to. So how do I add value to that? I share their post, I tag them in that post, and I tag anybody else associated with that post. So not only does that open up your network to people, but it also shows people that you are willing to be an asset to them without you even asking them to. In the same way where women be like, oh, I gotta ask him to do this, I gotta ask him to do that. Whereas a man, where they really appreciate that, goes out of his way to say, let's do this, babe, let's do that, babe. It's the same thing when it comes to the marketplace and being an asset. You want to take initiative, even if you just starting out. Like me, even if you just starting out, taking initiative and being consistent will solidify your place in the market. And I'm not saying it's going to be something that happens quickly. I'm not saying it's something going to happen overnight. But what I'm saying is, if you consistently put in work to be an asset, to be valuable to people, to be valuable to businesses, to be valuable to whatever your goal is, if you can be a person that is bringing value, not even asking for nothing, especially if you're just starting out. Like Ice Cube said, you got to be willing to put in 5 years of grind without making a quarter. You understand? Because what that does is, most importantly, builds up your network and establishes your audience. So here you are, you think that you're not making no money, but in actuality, you're making much more money than you can even imagine, because you are growing your network and you're building your audience on social media. So to all of the guys out there, in order to become more valuable, we have to be willing to put in work for free when you're just starting out. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows who you are. And so a way to establish your value, a way to position yourself in a very saturated social media space, a very saturated economy, is to be different. And to be different and to be an asset is being different. Being somebody that sees what other people are doing and taking the time out to share what other people are doing in your industry. That's being an asset. And it's not only just in business, man. It's like that with our relationships. We listen to so many dating coaches who say you got to play this game, you got to play that game, you got to play this game. But the one thing a lot of these dating coaches don't mention is that you have to be an asset to the bitch. The bitch has to look at you as an asset. She has to see value in your manhood. The value of your manhood and what it means to her. You understand? So taking the time out to plan dates with her, taking the time out to call on the phone, even if it's for 5 minutes, taking the time out to text her. Now, I'm not saying go overboard with it, but what I am saying is take the initiative. Take the initiative. Don't be thirsty. You don't want to be thirsty in the marketplace. You don't want the marketplace to think that you need to do this and you need to do that. No, I want to do this. I'm taking the initiative to do this, to solidify myself in the marketplace, to solidify myself with the bitch, to solidify myself with whatever circumstance that I want to be a part of. And I just want to send this message to y'all niggas, because we got to be more valuable. We got to be more valuable to the marketplace, because it benefits everybody else. When you are a part of something that is bigger than you, that's how you create value for the world. All right, gentlemen, so keep this shit in mind. I'm not saying, do what I do, but I'm just saying keep in mind your value. You are inherently valuable, but you have to find a way to bring that inherent value out of your mind and translate that shit into society, so you can start living the life that you want to live. All right, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and fuck with me. You dig?